Everybody say, do that dance, oh. Yeah. Psquare, oh. Come back again, with a brand new style. Okay.
This is Peter and Paul. Together they were known as Psquare. Two identical twins born to a family of 6 children, 4 boys and 2 girls. Of their other siblings, Jude Okoye will play a major role in their lives. Peter and Paul have become sworn enemies, going to court against each other, breaking the hearts of Nigerians who once loved them and loved their music. How did these all happen? That 2 boys born by the same mother, Mrs. Josephine Okoye, raised by this woman after their father passed, and who were happy and living well until the death of their mother. Their mother was there for them, but after her death, these men became enemies. After she had died, this woman, when she was alive, encouraged them to grow their talents. She encouraged them. She told them never to give up. And then they went on learning how to dance, miming Michael Jackson. Finally, they gained global recognition. Africa, Nigerians, the world started accepting them. And they even encouraged other artists like Wizkid, like Flavor, like Davido, and the rest. They were the ones who believed Afro music could become a global thing. They pushed for it, and today it's a reality. You know what? I'll be giving you details of events that led to where we are today. The part their other brother, Jude Okoye, had to play. I'll give you stories of their life, how they grew up, the women in their lives, their families, how they've had to deal with life. I'm going to be telling you the parts their spouses had to play, the women in their lives, how they got to where they are today. So what you're going to do is you will relax, pay attention, and listen to the sad story, once a happy story, of how 2 brothers carried in the same placenta by the same mother have now become enemies.
When it comes to African music icons, Psquare, the twin duo of Peter and Paul Okoye, have earned their place in history. Born on November 18, 1981 in Jos, Nigeria, the brothers began their music journey in the early 2000s with energetic dance moves and timeless hits like Do Me, Personally and No One Like You. They quickly became one of Africa's biggest music exports. However, in 2017, the duo shocked fans with a public split due to family and business disagreements. Both pursued solo careers, Peter as Mr. P and Paul as Rudeboy. But in 2021, they put their differences aside and officially reunited as Psquare, returning to the stage with the same energy fans loved from the start. As of 2025, their combined net worth is estimated at over $30 million, earned from music, endorsements, and global tours.
Hey, yo, what's up, my people? They call me Rudeboy.
And I'm Mr. P. And
together we are Psquare. Guess what? Manchester Psquare is coming on the 11th of August. And on the 12th, Birmingham. Get ready
for the One Africa Music Fest. It's gonna be live. Psquare, we're coming.
Because if you do me, I do you.
Man, no go fest.
Chop my money.
The world accepted them again like they never separated. But guess what? In 2024, it was back to the same story, and this time, it was even worse.
Successful. If I call your house, what will happen? Man, bring my coffee. Repeat them again, too. That's your coffee come. If I call nigga, repeat it. See, repeat it.
Peter, shame on you.
Peter, boss, say shame on you. Stop it. Boss, say shame on you. I shame on you. Beat me, guys. Oh, who be? Never don't beat me. Come with me. Walk me. Walk with me. My time. What do you do? Beat me, my seat. You want beat me? You want beat me? Beat me, my seat. Now listen to you. Nigga, I fucking blow you. I blow you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I blow you. Respect you. Beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Yes, I see you. Don't beat me.
Anita was Paul's then sweetheart, who he eventually got married to when Psquare became a big household name. They dated for 10 years and got married, and the marriage produced 3 beautiful children. Paul had a beautiful family, and Lola is Peter's sweetheart. She's 10 years older than him. They knew each other even before Psquare became a big name, and he eventually got married to her. It is said that Nigerians even said Paul and Jude, their elder brother, did not attend Peter's wedding. Well, the marriage also has 2 beautiful kids. So Peter also got married and has a beautiful family. So let's talk about their brother Jude Okoye. Aside their mother encouraging them to go on as a duo, the Psquare, and to keep pushing finally, and then they made it, their elder brother Jude Okoye was also someone who was behind the scene. Jude was the manager of Psquare. And before the women became their wives, the going was good. They even built a mansion, and after getting married to their wives, they and their families lived together in that house. But later on, they couldn't stay together. There were fights in the mansion. The brothers were fighting, and people could hardly understand what was going on from videos that leaked from the fight. But Jude and Paul later made Nigerians believe that Peter was asking for more. He didn't want Jude to have the same share because it was 50-50-50. They split whatever they make into 3. Jude goes with a share, Peter a share, and Paul a share. So Peter was now asking for more. He felt it was not okay for Jude to go home with the same share as Paul and himself. And guess what? Jude and Paul said it was Peter's wife that was instigating him and causing the division in the family. Jude was also married at this time to his wife, a.k.a. Okoye, a very beautiful lady. And they also have a beautiful family as they are blessed with 3 lovely kids. So when the issue became too much, Jude had to give in. He left the record label. So Jude was no longer the manager of the record label. And because Paul has always been on Jude's side, the group could no longer stand. And that was how the initial breakup happened. That was why they separated initially. But Nigerians couldn't stand this separation, and a lot of people came in to see that they settled them. People ranging from musicians like Davido to politicians like P2B. A lot of Nigerians, artists, celebrities, and even common Nigerians, they blamed their elder brother Jude for not being able to hold his younger ones together. Paul became Rudeboy and Peter Mr. P. But their musical career as individuals did not thrive. The world did not embrace them as they did Psquare, and they had to reunite as Psquare.
Hey, yo, what's up, my people? They call me Rudeboy.
And I'm Mr. P, and together we are Psquare.
Guess what? The world embraced them again like they never left. It was from one hit to another, one show to another. But Peter was still asking their brother Jude to pay all the royalties or whatever he felt Jude was owing him. Paul, on the other hand, stood with their brother Jude because he believed Jude was the brain box or a strong force behind Psquare. Jude was arrested. Peter was in court. He testified against his brother Jude, and the whole thing was now looking like a money laundering issue. Well, after spending months behind the cell, Jude was later released on bail, and this was what Paul said.
Not supporting him because I know the truth. And the truth is, unfortunately, the way the journalists are making it look like, they make it look like he's a fraud, he's this, is that. Let's call it a spade a spade. Peter is the one putting Jude to this thing. Simple. You people stop writing whatever you want. It's Peter that is doing this, and I'm here. He's putting him in prison. I'm here to bring him out.
Okay, now, so, but Peter is your brother too.
I didn't deny that he's not my brother. Okay?
So, are you saying you're tilting towards Peter more than...
I understand the issues because you know why...
Sorry, towards Jude more than Peter?
It has nothing to do... I'm only standing for the truth. Because let me tell you something. The same crime they accuse him that he did, then Peter is guilty, Paul is guilty.
Paul, a.k.a. Rudeboy, said Peter was just using the money laundering issue to get back at his brother, because if it is money laundering, all 3 of them were guilty of that crime. Well, Peter did fine and Jude was released on bail. He reunited with his family even though the case was still in court. Nigerians, when they saw all this, became unhappy and they bashed Peter. Peter, in his own defense, said he had no problem with his brother Paul. But by this time, the group Psquare was no longer in existence, and since then it has been from one problem to another. Jude trying to clear his name and say he's not the problem in the group, it is Peter. Paul trying to let the world know that it has always been Peter and he was the one who even was the brain behind Psquare, and how he is more tolerant, he would take anything, but Peter wouldn't take it. How even if they do not sing together as a group, they could still be brothers. It's been one case to another. Paul has even gone as far as releasing a song that is alleged by people to be him throwing shades at his brother Peter. Peter, on the other hand, claims that his wife never was the problem, that she has never pushed him to ask for more from their manager Jude, and she was never the one who asked him to do whatever he has done so far, that his wife is a very good person. In short, he claims the breakup of the group is as a result of his brother Paul disrespecting his wife and his children. You know, there's been fight when they lived together in the mansion between his wife, their manager, the brother Paul, and all that. So he said that is the reason the group broke up, and he is fighting for peace in his family, the extended family, more than Psquare being out there. That he wants peace in his family than even wanting Psquare back. He wrote,
Dear young Peter, don't trust too much. 1, 2, believe in yourself. 3, remember, nobody loves you and you love yourself. 4, family is blood related. Real family is loyalty. First of all, let's define which of the family. Extended family or my real loved family?
what's going on with Psquare right now in their personal lives and their musical career? You know, Paul actually broke up with his wife. They divorced his wife Anita and he remarried. So he has a new family. The divorce was finalized in the year 2021 at the time Psquare was having their reunion, and Paul has since remarried, had a daughter with his wife who is over 20 years older than, and they are expecting a second baby as of August 2025.
As many suspected, the cat was let out of the bag after the divorce petition leaked online months later. While demanding $15,000 as a monthly child and spousal support, the 34-year-old mother of 3 insisted their marriage was irretrievably broken. According to the serial entrepreneur, Paul denied her any form of love, companionship, or marital relationship and refused to communicate with her to resolve their marital problems. But in documents that later surfaced online in July 2022, Anita gave shocking details of the terrible things she passed through in her marriage. The University of Dundee graduate revealed King Rudy was having affairs with numerous women, including their house help, and was sharing nudes with them. When she confronted the Reason With Me singer about his affair with the help, the Rivers State native claimed he disrespected her and her sister and sent them packing from their home. As if that wasn't enough, Rudeboy was an absent father who showed almost no interest in raising their children or fulfilling his financial obligation at home. To cap it all, the Afrobeat singer cheated her in a business deal.
Paul's ex-wife Anita has maintained a good and cordial relationship with him, as her children have even met his new kids by the new wife. And surprisingly, she also has a good relationship with Peter and Peter's family, as Peter and his entire family traveled abroad to celebrate Anita's children's birthday. Anita, after the divorce, relocated to the United States of America. She has raised the children as a single mother. She has also furthered her studies as she just graduated with a new degree. She's indeed doing well for herself and their kids. Jude has continued with his record label and his family. He seemed to have a happy family with his beautiful wife Ify and their lovely kids. They've been married for 11 years and he has even gone on to sign other artists on his record label, and he's pushing through despite having issues here and there always. Peter, on the other hand, seemed to be having a happy family with his wife Lola and their two beautiful kids. But what about Peter and Paul? These two have continued to shade themselves with the posts they make on social media. They still send messages to each other in their songs as individuals, Rudeboy Paul and Mr. P Peter. So you're going to just watch and see the drama. Because as of the 26th of August 2025, Paul and Jude have just sued Peter over a song he released. Peter, with evidence, has claimed he wrote the song when the group was still together, and since the split, he has decided to release his song. But the case is in court, the fight is ongoing. Please just enjoy the drama, and this is where you have to hit the subscribe button, because the truth is, you have beautiful things on this channel you will definitely enjoy, so subscribe. This drama gets funnier. So here is Paul a.k.a. Rudeboy having his display.
Under pressure. Let's go, Yara.
Now here is Peter's own display.
Yep. We are. Are you still? Yes, sure. Yes, sure.
Though they both do still have a following, but it is nothing compared to when Psquare was Psquare. Rudeboy has a lot of shows internationally, same with Mr. P, but you can't compare it. Mr. P has about 8.2 million followers on Facebook, while Rudeboy has about 5.9 million followers. So it's never the same, because one chases 1,000 and two 10,000. So their first together as Psquare can never be compared to what they have now. But it's all good. Nigerians are happy for them, even though some are no longer interested in whatever comes from them. But then they are still thriving and soaring and still making their names known around the world.
Yeah, you're more than just informer. You got it from the mama, and I'm grateful to Chioma. Girl, I've been waiting for such a blessing. You're more than just informer.
Okoye and Mr. P are both winning.
We all are winning. You're winning, I'm winning. We all are winning. I'd rather congratulate you than to hate you. I see you.
From every birthday party, marriage ceremony, naming ceremonies, name it, Nigerians loved Psquare. And back in the days, every occasion that needed a gbedu, a dance, had a Psquare song played. It's no longer like that. Nigerians miss Psquare, but then they wish them well. Above all of this, Nigerians pray that these brothers, these identical twins, born, carried in the same placenta by the same mother, will resolve their differences, even if they do not come together to sing as Psquare any longer. They can still be brothers. They should sort out the case in court presently and resolve these problems. People have spoken to them. Artists, they've tried. So it is left for the two of them to think of their mother. Think of what she wanted for them. She encouraged them. Their mother was there and pushed them out as Psquare. And the God factor. They should bring God into the equation. Without God, money, fame, spouses, men, women, relationships are bound to break a bond as thick as blood. In my personal opinion, the lessons drawn from the whole Psquare saga is this. If you have to go into a monetary business arrangement, whatever it is, with a sibling or friend, you should first of all check the character of such a person. Do not allow popular opinion of friends and family push you into making agreements with people who have questionable character or attitude, because it can be hidden. These traits must have been seen. The moment someone gets married, their siblings become part of their extended family members, because these siblings will also have their own spouses that make up their own nuclear family. In all, love is the greatest because love conquers all. And there is more on this channel, so if you have watched this video thus far, then this is the point where you hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
If you got a God-sized problem, he can solve